Are the Chicago Bears about to catch a huge break for their Week 1 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings? We're going to talk about that here on today's show. My name is Harrison Graham. We are getting closer and closer to training camp, which means football is almost back. We got a little July sub battle against our Vikings channel going. And listen, we got a nice, healthy lead right now, but we've seen the Bears blow leads before. Luckily, Matt Eberflus is gone. Let's not blow this one Flus style. If you want free and daily content around your Chicago Bears, 2 videos almost every single day, guaranteed daily videos, then subscribe. Let's take down Vikings now. All right, Jordan Addison, is he in line to get suspended for the start of the season? He'll be in court on Thursday for a DUI stemming from 2024, and this is a second driving incident for him since he's entered the NFL. It was initially reported from Kevin Seifert, the Vikings reporter, that it would be on Tuesday, but he corrected it and said that it will be on Thursday. And depending on what happens there, Adam Schefter has the note that he could be facing a baseline 3-game suspension per NFL policy. And I think there's a pretty good chance this is going to happen. Why? Because this is his second incident in just 2 years in the NFL. And that's pretty significant for Week 1 because the Bears host the Vikings on Monday Night Football to kick off the 2025 NFL season. And if Jordan Addison isn't out there, this isn't some, Joe Schmo. He's a key cog in what Minnesota wants to do offensively. One of the best number 2 receivers in the NFL. He's been very consistent since entering the league. Basically, has averaged 65 catches, 900 yards, and 10 touchdowns through his first 2 NFL seasons. He's an explosive playmaker. He can win in man coverage. Obviously, the Bears are going to deploy more man coverage with Jalen Johnson and Tyreek Stevenson or whoever is the number 2 corner for Chicago. And as good as the top 2 of Jetta and Jefferson and Addison are, pretty big drop-off, right? Like if Jordan Addison is out and Jalen Nailor and, Ty Felton, the rookie, and Rondale Moore, if he makes the team, if they're all kind of jockeying for playing time, that just changes the dynamic a lot for Minnesota offensively in Week 1. And I think it would change the defensive strategy for Chicago quite a bit as well. If Justin Jefferson is the only receiver you really have to key in on, well, I think Jalen Johnson shadows him, and a decent amount of the time you're playing safety over the top on his side, right? So you limit his exposure to the game, and you take your chances with those other guys. Also, that's just one less weapon for J.J. McCarthy in his first start. Have T.J. Hawkinson as well, but again, if you have Addison, Jetta, and Hawkinson, Minnesota can be pretty difficult to defend. And I think you're going to see the Vikings try to deploy a running game more this year, just given J.J. McCarthy at Michigan. They were a run-first team. It would be asking him a lot, especially early on in his playing career, to drop back 35, 40 times per game and sling the pill. If Addison is out, that already makes that more difficult. And I just think the Vikings are going to want to run the football more. They added the kid from San Francisco. They've got Aaron Jones as well. So they're going to want to do that more. And, well, you could stack the box more if Jordan Addison isn't out there to be that deep threat for Minnesota. Remind me, who's the Jordan Mason guy? I always forget his name, the running back from San Francisco. That addition to me was like a clear signal. Like, yeah, we want to be a more, not a ground and pound team, but we want to add that to our offense. That's what Minnesota was thinking, because last year they were very pass-heavy, and Sam Darnold handled it well. A lot of weapons. Kevin O'Connell, it all helps. J.J. McCarthy, first start, no Jordan Addison. That's a tough ask if you're the Vikings for basically their rookie quarterback, as he did not play at all last year. Okay, if you're fired up for Week 1 just as much as I am, can we get a bear down in the comment section down below? I can't wait. We're, I think, like 50-something days away from that Monday Night Football game being here. We are very, very close. Get the bear downs going if you're ready to go. Also, Mando. Today's show sponsored by Mando. Could be a toasty one to kick off the season against Minnesota. And Mando's whole body deodorant products are going to be there to help you control that sweat and just keep that odor level where you need it. They got an awesome deal right now. All their products are 20% off for a limited time only if you use our code CHAT at shopmando.com. Summer is here, and whether I'm grilling outside, playing some golf, going out for a happy hour on a patio, or just playing outside with my son PJ, it can get hot, and the sweat can get going a little bit, but Mando keeps my pits fresh and dry. Well, not just my pits. Mando's whole body deodorant is going to have you covered from head to toe, as their products are fully safe to cover you off on your entire body. You can get the solid deodorant stick from Mando or the spray deodorant, as whatever your preference is. They offer both. They have other products as well. They are clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. Don't believe me? They tested it. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's Grundle odor level was a 5 out of 10 with Mando. That Grundle odor level was a 0 out of 10. I personally recommend, for first-time customers, check out the starter pack, especially if you've never used Mando. It comes with a little bit of everything. You get a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and one of my personal favorites, the deodorant wipes. You get free shipping as well. 20% off site-wide at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Support our show. Tell them we sent you. Bears Now by Chat Sports. Stay fresh today, fellas. Shopmando.com, promo code CHAT for 20% off. And by the way, as we get back to this potential week 1 scheduling advantage for the Bears, not only do you get J.J. McCarthy at home in his first start, but Jordan Addison could be suspended. Also, their all-pro left tackle, Christian Darrisaw, could be out. It's unclear at best if he'll be ready for week 1. Talk to Patrick Seatman, our Vikings Now host. He thinks it's about a 10 to 20% chance he'll be ready to go for week 1 because he had that ACL MCL tear in the middle of last season. So it would put him at 10 or so months. And for an offensive lineman, that's borderline if we're being completely honest. And I would argue this would be an even bigger development than in just having Jordan Addison out, because Christian Darrisaw is J.J. McCarthy's blindside protector. He's their best offensive lineman. If he's out, that impacts not only protecting him, but the run game, which they want to do for more. And if they do have Jordan Addison out, that's just 2 key figures not on that offensive line. And they invested a lot up front this offseason. They add Ryan Kelly and Willie Fries. Obviously, they draft Donovan Jackson. Brian O'Neill is going to hold it down at right tackle. But if Darrisaw is out, the left side of the offensive line could be Justin School, kind of a journeyman, and Donovan Jackson, a rookie. I like Donovan Jackson a lot, but he is a rookie. But that left side of that offensive line could be a little bit exposed in that week 1 matchup. And maybe Dio Adangbo and or Montez Sweat could be able to take advantage. Dennis Allen could game plan to attack that part of the offensive line as well. And again, you're talking about 2 of their 4 best players offensively. Darrisaw and Addison, if they're out. Obviously, Justin Jefferson is their best player offensively, but you could argue that's 2 of their next 3 or 2 of their next 4, depending on where you want to kind of fit in Brian O'Neill, TJ Hockenson in that discussion. But to me, that's a pretty big deal. We talk about this a lot, and I mentioned it a lot last year. The schedule is always interesting to break down when it first comes out, but as the season gets here and as it goes along, when you play teams matters a lot, because you might catch an injury break or a player could get suspended or whatever the case may be. And, playing J.J. McCarthy in a fully healthy team the second time around later in the year, is especially on the road, is probably going to be a lot more challenging than week 1, just in his first start, period, regardless of these other factors, but also maybe not having his second best receiver, maybe not having his left tackle. So if you're the Bears, you got to take advantage. And that's the thing. On the flip side of all this, while McCarthy's under a lot of pressure to deliver and play at least as well as Sam Darnold did last year, if you're the Bears and you do catch this team undermanned, forget undermanned. If you lose at home and Caleb Williams got outplayed by J.J. McCarthy in his first start, that's going to be a tough look, man. And these division games are going to count a ton. This almost feels like a must-win. It really does, because going to win at Minnesota is going to be a tall task, especially after JJ has several starts under his belt at that point in time. So if they're undermanned, you get them at home, McCarthy's first start, to me, you got to win that game. You got to find a way, because we know the NFC North is going to be a gauntlet. All 4 teams have tough schedules, playing the NFC East and the AFC North as their part of their schedule this year. Those are 2 tough divisions. These division games are critical. And to me, you already catch a break getting them at home in their quarterback's first start. If two key figures are out, that becomes an even bigger advantage, and one you just have to take advantage of if you're Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears. Who do you guys think wins in week one? If you think it's going to be the Bears, type CHI, Vikings, type MIN right now, and you can go for any betting folks out there. Bears are a 1.5-point favorite, so Vegas thinks this is pretty much a coin flip game as, home field advantage is like 1.5, 2 points now at this day and age, and it's a big one because just because it's week 1, week 12 doesn't matter. These division games all count a lot, and when you have the advantage, you got to take advantage of it. Okay, that's going to do it for this edition of Chicago Bears Now. Keep an eye on this Addison story. We'll, of course, cover it as news falls in. See you guys soon as training camp is just around the corner.